Mic next to my face. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Wolvpvck podcast with your host Wolfson. Here about another week of the shiznit. Talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly topics that we cover on a weekly basis, and that happens on a weekly basis in our daily lives. So, without further ado, let's get down to the shiznits, guys. I definitely want to talk to you guys about an updated version of something that we covered last week. Now, if you guys remember last week's episode, we talked about Andrew Tate, the infamous Andrew Tate, who's a well-known misogynistic piece of crap, which that's what he is, that's been hustling a lot of people, saying that you're a loser, that you're never gonna be, that you can never be me, or you could be me by going to my university, at Hustlers University, and look at all those cars that I have, the Bugattis and Ferraris, and look at this castle. It's not a mansion, it's a castle, this and that, blah, 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 blah. All bunch of nonsense and bullcrap that he was spewing around to everybody, And we definitely talked about like his recent raid, that they raided his house and they find him and he's under arrest. We talked about that a little bit. We didn't go into details and specifics about it, other than, it was more of a like fraud and human trafficking, but we really didn't went that deep into it. And I decided, like, let's do another update of the actual charges that have been brought up upon him, and as to why he got raided and why not. Because last week I mentioned, like, guys, like, the government's not gonna raid you unless they got a lot of counts, like a lot of charges to get you, unless they have a ton amount of evidence and witnesses that they can corroborate with them. They're not gonna go ahead and charge your house just because. They're not gonna send a full SWAT team just to find you. Like, no, guys, like, they'll send a B cop and get you and have a warrant for your arrest. Like, no, they send a fucking SWAT team on their house and on their compound, actually. And I specifically said, like, it had to be something big for them to send the entire police force to get him and his brother. So I definitely want to talk about that, because it's something that we need to discuss about it. Because when I found out some of the charges that he was getting into, I couldn't believe it was more than just meets the eye. It's not the Matrix that's screwing him over. It's like, no. It was definitely some wild shit that he actually did. I have to give a shout out to Abba and Preach. Shout out to those guys, because it's because of their information and also playback. Shout out to them. But Abba and Preach information, they're very neutral. These guys are very legit. They're very neutral. They're on the third party's perspective of a lot of things, and they give their opinions based on them. And I just like them. I feel like you should check them out whenever you get a chance. Their content is much more smaller than mine, but they do report a lot of things, and they based on the evidence and the facts out of it. But I like their videos, so you should check it out. So we're gonna check out a video of Andrew Tate. Based on we're gonna be reacting to Abba and Preach's video that they're reacting. So we're reacting the reacting video, but we have to do it because I found out some gnarly shit about Andrew Tate, that it goes far beyond for what we were thinking about it. So maybe some of you guys already know, but here's my updated version of it. So let's just go ahead and check that out. So here's some of the updated versions of the Andrew Tate's case, which, by the way, it's oof. And when I say ooh, I mean like ooh. Right. That's I can't deny that. I can't. That's a pimp. Like, couldn't said it better, man. Honestly, that's just being a pimp. It's just, for people who don't know, being a pimp or a Madonna, however you want to call that, it's illegal. The prostitution is illegal. Like, escort service are illegal. They just do it on the low key, but it's, if they catch you, you're donezo, basically. But yeah, that's where they started. Um, holy shit, bro! I would have flipped out the same way. Absolutely, I would have flipped out. That's like, damn, bro, you took my money away. That's literally taking candy for a baby. But I wouldn't do this. I learned myself, like, I will never spend any money to any woman that doesn't deserve my attention. And what I mean by that is that unless the girl's really interested in me and I'm interested in her, then that's the only time. Other than that, which is why I got a fiance and we're about to get married. We love each other. But being friend zone and paying fins for your friend girl, or a girl that says that she likes me and she likes me, but that she doesn't want to date you, and you spend thousands of dollars on that person, like, reevaluate yourself. That you have issues, bro, because that's not healthy. That's not healthy. Jesus Christ, he said so many wrong things in that one line, that one sentence. He said too many wild things. Hey yo, hey yo.
Bruh. She belongs to the street.
Well, first off, Tate, you deserve that big congratulations. You played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Let me tell you guys something. Like, I knew this was some of the big things that I saw, and I was like, wow. I didn't really until I saw the actual video. And let me raise this awareness. What in the hell is wrong with you people on snitching on yourselves?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Let me be clear. I do not condone violence or any illegal or criminal acts. Wait, do I condone them? I don't know. English is not my friend, but you guys are in the set. I do not approve any of this. If you're doing something illegal, don't get me involved. Like, I don't even want to know. Let me be naive and let me be on my blissful ignorance. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to be part of. I don't want my name to be associated with. Like, no. And I don't approve anybody who does illegal ads. If you do illegal ads without my knowing, say like, hey, blissful ignorance. That's how I stand by it. You know, you do what you gotta do, but eventually you gotta pay the piper, no matter what. But it seems to me like in this generation, a lot of people just snitch on themselves.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
If you're gonna do any illegal acts, and let me tell you this, I do not approve any illegal acts. But if you're gonna do, regardless if I'm telling you not to do it, if you're gonna do it, don't snitch on yourself. Don't have any evidence, writing evidence, or videos or pictures of you being in the act. Like, holy shit. How many rappers, and I hate to say, but a lot of these rappers actually snitch on themselves because they snitch on themselves on the lyrics of their songs. I was last week and popped up this motherfucker. I put free caps on and it went down under.
Nani?
How did you know that? On the corner of 8th Street, Mile Street. Literally, only the killers will know that type of information because that information is not being out in the public until it is. Rappers snitch on themselves a lot of times because they incriminating themselves. I don't know why. But it's been that notion for quite some time. And you know what? Let me put devil's advocate. It's not just the rappers that they snitch on themselves. I see a lot of dumb fucks. Pick up their cell phones, start doing selfies, and start doing videos and recording them doing illegal shit. Oh shit! Look at this guy. He's taking Molly, bro. Oh, he's like, yeah, I got the mollies, I got the A's and whatnot, pow, like that. And next day, you get fired from your job. What? Why? What did I do?
Nani?
What?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And it's incredible. Like people like tend to snitch on themselves by putting everything in public. Like, I don't know what's with everybody about, like, let me record everything that I do, even all the illegal stuff. Like, why? What's the need of it? Why do we have to do that? Why?
She belongs to the street.
Why do you have to do the illegal thing? What gives you the joy out of it? And why you have to record it? I'm not gonna sit here and say like I haven't done any foul shit. Like, I have done some foul shit in my life. Nothing to the extreme in which I'm breaking the law or in any sense, or that has gone farther than that. Like, no, I admit that I've done some crazy things when I was younger, when I was young and stupid. That's where everybody starts, you know. But like I said, I always know where the line is, and never tend to cross it or never get near it. And even if I do, I made sure there's not a fucking video of me doing it. Like, so many retards
Emotional, damn it.
do a lot of videos of them, you know, doing a bunch of legal stuff. I remember there was a video of a guy, you know, Facebook's live shooting a bunch of people. And he was like, oh, but that wasn't me. How do you know it was me?
Nani? Bruh.
You're in the video shooting. You live streamed it. What? And now to think, you know, this guy who has hustled people, who has actually been, no, like, I'm smarter than anybody. I know what the fuck I'm saying and blah, blah, blah. All this misogynistic masculinity bullcrap. Yeah, you're going to jail because you snitch on yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Wow, that is some of the wildest shit, you know. Snitching on yourself like that, like the charges are. Let me just look more about the videos here, you know. Let's take a look a little bit more. This is him on video. I don't know who is he promoting it to. Oh, the fact that the lawyer compared it to Jeffrey Epstein. Oh no, he done. And we're not using the Jeffrey Epstein as if like Andrew Tate was going underage women and whatnot. Like, no. He was definitely smart enough to get legal age women of age, to do his business, his scam business, you know? But he had a person, a recruiter, and that was his number one girl. Just like Epstein had with Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine was just basically the recruiter. She finds the girls, she brings it to Epstein. Look at, that's the girl. Oh no. Oh my God, the guy. Oh my God, here we go. Oh wow. Oh. What? Jesus, bro. Come on. Oh, I'm going to stop right there. So there you guys have it. That's the updated information with Andrew Tate. Now everything makes sense. Now everything lines up, because last week we were just like, what is going on? Like, seriously. All we know was this. Now that we got a week has passed, or 2 weeks, and we got all the details of the facts, now we can come up with our conclusion. He's a piece of shit of person. Well, that's our conclusion. But what really went down, so if you guys didn't catch up, I'll summarize for you guys. So he's on different level of charges. Fraud, tax evasion, money laundering. That has to be the biggest one, the money laundering. And God knows where he's getting the money from it. He says from all sorts of illegal activities. What kind of illegal activities? False imprisonment, sex trafficking. It's not human trafficking, it's sex trafficking. And you got recruiters threatening the cam girls, the victims, basically. I'll put it as victims. And then you got Andrew Tate admitting all this on video, on tape. And I love it how the defense places no, but he was a persona. He wasn't really admitting that. And you're like,
Nani? Bruh.
Motherfucker, you see how he is? No, bring that same energy in court as well. You're this big bad motherfucker that says, like, I can do whatever I want. There's corruption everywhere. Here's the money. Pay it off. I'm out of here. No, keep that same energy. Don't give me that crap that's persona. And I'm glad that the judge slammed them with, like, no, you ain't canning now. This is very messy. Very, very, very messy, guys. There's not much to discuss about this because I just gave you guys the updated version. So basically, he's been charged. It's not just human trafficking or fraud. It's more than that. It's fraud, sex trafficking, money laundering. God knows what other illegal activities he was doing. You know, false imprisonment and, you know, sex trafficking and whatnot. It was just a lot of it. And the amount of it, see, this is why I was telling you guys, police are not going to go ahead and raid your home unless they have a lot of probable causes, unless they have like a lot of mountain evidence against you. They're not gonna go ahead because they would have just sent a B-cover detectives to with a warrant saying, hey, we have a warrant for your arrest. They raided that house as of like, bro, we're taking everything because we know what you were doing. Government knows what they're doing, guys. That's how you can never hide from the government. They most of the time they have everything monitored you. Like you do some illegal shit, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out one way or another. Let's move on with the next topic because that was just some wild shit. You know, that is literally a very messy fence, and I don't know how he's gonna kid out. Unless he says that, you know, that's how Romania is that corrupt that he can get out by money. Like, I don't see any way out. And that's like he's donezo. He's donezo, basically. He's gonna be someone else's bottom bitch in prison. So let's talk about this other next topic, which is not the same thing as Andrew Tate, but it is a sex scandal. And it's kind of wild because it's like the least people you expected. There we go. All right. So here's the next topic that we're gonna talk about. Apparently, there was a sex scandal involving 6 different police officers.
Nani?
Or 7.
Bruh.
However you want to put it. Apparently, this rookie cop, she slept with various police officers on the job. Pretty sure most of you guys have already heard this story, but I'm reporting it right now. Now that we got most of the facts and whatnot. While a police officer has slept with many officers, including superior officers on the job as well. Oh, did I forget that she's married too?
Emotional, damn it.
Bruh.
So here's the facts, or the facts. Here's the report from NBC, WSMV. Tennessee officers involved in sex scandal reprimanded before. Oh, wow. Hey, yo! Look how many people got fired and only 3 suspended. They should have fired everybody. Yeah, so she's basically the whole culprit. The rookie has sex with all these guys, all these mandingos, knowing that she was married. She had a husband, which is wild to me because the husband's still with her. I don't know why, and I don't know how. Yeah, she had sex with all these people. And yeah, very messy. No pun. Yeah, but this is like more of the aftermath. Like, holy shit, bro. Check the full video, you guys that want to watch it. But I want to see the they haven't put any more of the videos. All right. So let's just go back again. Let's go talk about the facts. All right, guys. So then bottom line, this girl basically had sex with apparently with 7 other officers while on duty. You imagine that you're like literally in an emergency and the emergency hasn't come yet. It's like, where the fuck are the cops? Like, bro, and they're like getting busy. They're like, yeah. Like, oh shit, it's a 1090. All right. Yeah, let's finish this out right now. All right, I'm just gonna drive you. You finish me off. Like, that's some kind of wild shit to think about. On the job. and something that they point out, a lot of them got fired and a few got suspended. Like 3 of them and the rest got fired. Why didn't they get fired? I thought, they should deserve to get fired, not suspended. That they all get fired. And the fact that they already have issues before with these people just makes me feel like, no, fire them completely. But I think I know why they say, and this is something that Aberrant Preach said, and I'm like, I think it's the same way as well. I think that's why. The reason why everybody got fired except for these other 3 people was because I'm pretty sure they didn't do this on the job. They did it after hours or before hours, before or after the job. That's when they, slept with the girl. But they didn't do it while they're on duty. Although, probably they did do it. They just didn't caught them. There wasn't enough evidence to say, like, yeah, you did it there, despite of it. Because the others, I'm pretty sure that it was got caught or video or whatnot. That's so messy. And to fact, like, why? Especially the rookie cop. Why would you do that? Especially when you have a husband. The whole factor of you kicked in full throttle.
She belongs to the street.
And a lot of people will say, no, they say that they were in an open marriage. Bruh. Do you guys know that the husband is a state trooper?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Do you imagine that conversation knowing that some of your buddies ran over your wife? And you're in the same room and you know that they ran over your wife?
Emotional damage.
That's just messy all around. That's just not right. I'm not gonna talk about, this is some ugly shit. This is not some bad shit. This is some ugly shit. I gotta keep talking more about this because this is like, bruh, this is how wild. This is like, welcome to America. In Tennessee of all places. Like, I guess because like, there's nothing to do in Tennessee, so they're bored out of their goddamn minds and then just like start sleeping around with everybody. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to find the logic in all of this, but me as an outsider's perspective and looking at this, I'm like, what the fuck? Where's your loyalty to your husband in all this? No, not just loyalty. Where's your integrity in all this? Your dignity.
She belongs to the street.
And that's abuse of power, especially from her superiors. She's a rookie. And she's being slammed down by her superior officers or people who's been out in the year. Like detectives, sergeant.
Bruh.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Messy, bro. So, let's talk something nice, bro. Let's switch topics into something nice. Something I want to come out with is that who would have thought that this will happen? But my man Skrillex, let me show you. My man Skrillex just released another song. If you look, guys, over here, look at this. With Bobby Raps, Leave Me Like This. I think he's little by little releasing an album. And he's dropping singles left and right. So my man Skrillex, wow, 1.6 million. Look at that. Rumble. My man Skrillex released this song. I've heard it, and you know what? I actually kind of like it more than Rumble. Don't get me wrong. The Rumble bootlegs, I love it more than the actual original. This song, I fuck with it a lot more because it has its bass house function. Like it has its bass house vibes. So it's not really full throttle, house. It's basically bass house. So like back to the, when Josh came about the string, when Hatstrack and all these other guys that did bass house, that's the feel. That's how I felt the song came about, which is dope. I fuck with it. That's why I was like, I like it. If you give me an album that has all sorts of different genres in it, like, okay, it's Skrillex. I see you. So far, there's nothing to critique out of it. The song is great. The mixing is on point. The drops, I guess they fake drop you a lot. The second drop, I thought it was gonna give me, oh, you're gonna give me a trap version of it, but it's like, no, we're going back to house. So I like those little fake drops. They make you feel like it's gonna go somewhere, and you're like, nope, we're going back again. Maybe somebody's gonna do an edit out of a bootleg and be like, all right, this is how you do it. I don't know. I actually like it. It's much more better. It has a better presentation than Rumble. So there's not much to say about that. Next topic, something that I want to talk about in the music and TV section. Yeah, HBO Max released a. Hold on, let me mute this because I don't want to get copy striked. HBO Max released a series called Velma, which involves the Scooby-Doo gang all over again. But it's now more focused on Velma and them on high school. I guess like when Scooby-Doo came about, they were still technically in high school. They got a van and whatnot. They're just a couple of meddling kids, trying to solve mysteries and whatnot. So HBO Max released this show called Velma. And I have a lot of mixed feelings with this. Now, let me just play it around, see how if you guys see it. This is the trailer of it. You see, Velma is now she's now African American, and so is Shaggy. I got nothing against changing the colors of the tones and whatnot, as long as you don't lose the essence of it. But this seems a little bit more too much to be Scooby-Doo. I don't even see Scooby in all this, and this is a little bit too much for kids. I don't know why they did it. And I'll be honest, guys, as somebody who's been watching Scooby-Doo my entire life, this feels kind of like whack, honestly. This literally feels like we're trying our hardest to be very open-minded or very inclusive. We're trying our best to be like everything, like, oh, and that she's gay. Something I never knew in my entire life. But say like, oh no, Velma was always a lesbian. I find it hard to believe because there has been movies and episodes in which Velma show love interest to not only Shaggy but also to other people. And outside of it, like watch Scooby-Doo and the Ghost's Witch, that movie. It shows like she was into the guy. But this looks like a Rick and Morty mashed up with freaking Scooby-Doo, but it's on Velma, That's what it looks like. I'll be honest, I don't like it. I checked the trailer. You guys want to check it? That's totally up to you. I don't like it, guys. I really don't like it. It looks so bad. And I've seen some of IGN's. I don't take IGN for granted because some of their reviews is bad, but IGN had to report that it's bad, that it's really trash. And I've seen people reporting as well that it's a very trash show. And I'll take it for granted. I'll take it with a grain of salt if you guys want to. That's totally up to you. But I'm not gonna watch that. No. That loses the essence. Like they're trying to do a Harley Quinn on Scooby-Doo, basically. Like it doesn't work. Like I get it if you're gonna do a remake of Scooby-Doo and you include the Scooby and the gang, and you gotta change, like, oh, Velma's down a lesbian and she's also, mixed race, and and Shaggy's just completely black, and everybody's like, all right, I'm trying to see that new spin-off. All right. Let's see if the character development and the show is good, I'm all about it. I really don't care much or too detailed about like, oh, the color, the race, or the gender, the sexuality of certain characters. Like, no, because they're cartoons. You can do however you want it. A cartoon, you can change colors if you want to. Like if you want to, and you do whatever you want. It's a creation. It's an imagination. It doesn't necessarily have to be one or the other. Like, no. If they want to be very inclusive of that, all right, give me a spin-off of a new series of Scooby-Doo. But this looks like it's whack as fuck. Even the trailer itself looks so bad. So I'm sorry, HBO Max. Like, you guys are in a good run with me with a bunch of other good shows that you produced. Like Harley Quinn was super good. And all these other shows, the next show I'm about to mention is a phenomenon. But this Velma thing, like, doesn't quite cut it, man. I'm sorry, guys. I don't recommend anybody to watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. But definitely the other thing I wanna talk about was The Last of Us. The adaptation to the video game Last of Us from the PlayStation, right, reached to HBO Max. And right now they just released the first episode. And let me tell you guys something. It was powerful. It was good. Everything was on point. Like, I was like, bro, this is exactly how you do an adaptation of a video game to transition into a series. This is exactly how you do it. It was good, man. It was, and Pedro Pascal was on point on his acting, man. And I forgot what's her name, but she was in the Game of Thrones series. She was like the small little queen from one of the northern places, and she does a phenomenal job as well. Like, so far it's only one episode. So it's one episode every week, but it's just on point. They did a phenomenal job. Like, and they say that, that's what I heard. They say that when House of Dragon came about, it was the highest view counts in HBO Max. When Last of Us came about, the first episode, it was the second highest view count in HBO Max. The second. That's how good this show really is, man. Like, and I believe it. Like, I totally believe it. And I cannot wait for more. Like the first episode itself was just pretty damn good. Like, I have zero doubts on the rest of the show. If the show is gonna be like this, as that good as it is, then oh man, I cannot wait. It's that freaking good. You should check it out if you guys got HBO Max. Check it out. It's phenomenal. I highly recommend it. And yeah, it's just went word to word. I guess that's exactly what, as fans of the game, that's exactly what we're looking for, and a new spin out of it or a new adaptation out of it. Like, as soon as the first episode came about, it's like the first intro of the video game, and it's just phenomenal. They added a few things here and there to go along with the story, and it's like, okay, that's why this happened and this happened. But it was just like on point. The whole acting, the whole, freaking out and how we get away with this, like everything was just like phenomenal. So I highly recommend everybody to watch The Last of Us. Take a look at it. You're not going to regret it. Next thing I want to, talk about is Jack Ryan. I finally watched the entire series of Jack Ryan. I mean, I've been a Jack Ryan fan since it came out with John Krasinski. It's been a while since season 3 came about. They released it last month on December. Just right now, I just finished watching the whole thing. Here are my reviews out of it. So if you take a look at it, it's right here. I'll be honest with you guys. I feel like season 2 was much more better than this season. This season was a kind of lackluster in certain ways. They basically put Jack Ryan as like on red notice. For those of you who don't know what red notice means, is that you are committed a crime of espionage, and the CIA puts you on a notice that we need you to bring you in, dead or alive, And some of this season itself was kind of lackluster because I was expecting a lot more action, but it was much more drama. And let me tell you, some of this stuff that they talk about is actually kind of powerful and kind of crazy. That these are certain things that can happen in real life, and maybe some things that we don't know about it, And it involves a lot with NATO and Czech Republic stand with Russia and NATO. Russian trying to invade, but there's like a hidden group of Russian that is trying to start a war. So that way, it's a lot of crazy shit, a lot of craziness. And probably like there's scenes in which you're like, damn, what the fuck is gonna happen? What the fuck is gonna happen? Yeah, like there's definitely a couple of scenes that's like that. It's like, the anticipation is like, ooh. But other than that, I felt like they missed a lot. They missed a lot of points of the action out of it. You know, the first episode was pretty good, was pretty powerful. It sets up the tone of how everything, you know, is gonna start unraveling. After that, it's just like, you know, more of a cat and mouse situation. You know, he's running from the law, making sure he doesn't get and reach out. A lot of plot twists left and right that you're like, what the fuck happened here? Yeah, so I mean, my review out of it, it's like I enjoy season 2 much more than I did on season 3. This one I didn't care so much about it. My thoughts, I'll give this a good 6.5 out of 10, 7. I'll give them a solid 7. Just because I'm a fan of the shows. Season 2 for me was like a 9, and first season was a 10. So you have to be at minimum at least an 8 for you to be like, oh shit, you know. But I don't know, guys. I mean, it's worth it. It's if you got nothing else to watch, you can go ahead and watch it. Otherwise, it's like whatever, you know. Last topic that I want to talk about was the launch of Dead Space, guys. Dead Space, the remake, has been launched. I think it's today's the day that was released, I believe. So it's out there. I haven't got my hands on it yet. Am I planning to get it? Probably. I'll probably get it because I had never played Dead Space before. And this remake looks much more gorgeous. And it got me into like, all right, let me play it. Let me play it again and see what's up. The Callisto Protocol was just like an homage of Dead Space. So this should be like a big deal. You know, this should be a good game. I mean, so far it looks very good. And they say that the remake itself, they added a few more scenes to the original. And they added a few more things. So that way it makes the whole story out more wholesome and learns more stuff about it. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't played it yet. But looking at this, it makes me like, I definitely want to play the game. Oh, it's not out yet. It's January 27th. Oh, so it's next week. Oh, never mind. False alarm, guys. False alarm. It's next week that's getting released. All right. It looks good. I'll give you guys my full review once I decided to play it. Other than that, we're gonna wrap it up from this, guys. It's been a great episode. Lots of messy stuff happened. Lots of messy stuff. But that's what we're here for, to talk about it and give our opinions based on it. Guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in and tuning in to this week's episode. And remember, every week is a brand new episode with brand new topics. So always remember to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at youtube.com/The Lone Wolf Podcast, when you can check all my latest episodes, as well as the audio version at SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. You can hear the Lone Wolf Podcast and the Wolvpvck Podcast every week on any of those platforms. Comment down below and let me hear your thoughts. Share your experiences. If you guys got a specific topic or topics that you want me to cover on the next episode, whether it's music related or entertainment related or business related, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to do my best to talk about it and cover it on the next episode. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace.
I can't do no more. I'm finally breaking. You lost all my trust. I'm walking out. Don't let it keep taking me away.